this video, we are going to see how Mickey Mouse, my American pop icon, in a specific situation is in favor of one assimilation theory that in this case is the Anglo-conformity. For this, first it's necessary to talk about the meaning of assimilation theory. Assimilation theory means the process where two persons of different countries that have different cultures live in the same place and share some common things. Now, I am going to describe the specific situation where Mickey is in favor of the assimilation theory of Anglo-conformity. This situation is in a news report of a web page called Walker.com. This web page have an article of September 27 of 2011 that is called America's Unraveled Times Square Mickey Mouse Edition. The main idea of this article is to show us an extremely worthwhile story that is happening in the New York City at the Times Square. The article said us that the people on the inside of the customs of the cultural symbols as Mickey Mouse and Elmo, they are all immigrants that are undocumented, that many of them don't even speak English and they don't know many things about the American culture. As supporting content, this article also have an interview of Mr. Vasquez that he's a worker of the Mickey Mouse costume at the corner of Broadway and 40th West Street. He said the following words: "When I am dressed up, people came close to me, they hug me, they kiss me, they smile at me, but when I don't have my costume on, people don't want to talk me, they don't see me and they don't want that I be part of his country." The last article is clearly a proof that in this case Mickey Mouse is in favor of the Anglo-conformity assimilation theory because it clearly represents that the immigrant cultures have to adapt his culture and his way of thinking and his characteristics to the American culture and the American characteristics. As we see now, it's necessary to talk more clearly about the Anglo-conformity. The Anglo-conformity theory says that no matter the immigrant cultures, they always are going to adapt his culture to the native culture. In this way, many of you can think that this Anglo-conformity theory is a bad way of thinking of the native people of the United States because it closed the gates to the natural development of the immigrant people because as they also have common rights and they deserve to express his native custom. Nevertheless, this theory also have good things as that it preserves the native customs of the last generation of Native American people. Now, for a better argumentation of the last theory, it's necessary to talk about the opposite theory of Anglo-conformity that in this case is the theory of cultural pluralism. This theory talks about that immigrants and native people live together in diversity and they don't have to change his customs or his native culture because they can live all with this diversity. This assimilation theory have good things as they leave the immigrants to develop his natural culture and it don't close the gates to the new opportunities in the United States. Nevertheless, it also have bad things at maybe the native culture of the American people can be lost and the tradition of the last generations also could be lost. Now, after defining both of the assimilation theories, it's time to retake with the news report. The news report in this case clearly shows that the Anglo-conformity is a bad way of thinking for the immigrant people because it comes with a discrimination thinking that close the gates and the opportunities to the immigrant people only because they have a different culture and a different way of thinking that the native people have. This article also shows us that it's very contradictory that a cultural symbol as Mickey Mouse and Elmo is being represented by an immigrant that doesn't know American culture, and for the Anglo-conformity assimilation theory, they are also rejected by this culture. In conclusion, this specific situation that shows the news report shows us that Mickey Mouse is representing the ugly face of the Anglo-conformity theory because it's a way in that the native people close the gates to the immigrants and in the outside they love them because they are symbols like Mickey Mouse, but in the inside they reject them because they are different and they have different culture and customs.